Hi everybody, Steve Ward here with Mercedes-Benz of Draper. I want to show off the brand new 2020 Mercedes-Benz GLE. This is the GLE350, so we've got the inline 4 turbocharged engine. Same engine we've been using in a lot of our other cars, C-Class, E-Class, and I'll tell you what, this thing is dynamite. I absolutely love the front. If we come up here, you can see these power bulges are just more accentuated. They're steeper, it's beautiful. We got a diamond grille here, very large, prominent logo up front. Of course, we've got our Distronic back there. And look at this. I love this whole front end is awesome. All the skirting and everything is dynamite. When we look down the side of the car, it's got a little bit more of a powerful feel to it. The hips, it's very reminiscent of the GLC, and you can see these nice hips that are coming out here, giving a nice masculine look. Very powerful. Tough look. I really like it. I love the fender flares. Now remember, this is a 350, so we're going to have other models coming down the chain too. Love the tail lights, LED tail lights. They're fantastic. Of course, we've got our class 4 tow hitch here. Inside, plenty of storage down here. We've got a spare tire. We got MB Tex material, so this is the MB Tex, so it's an engineered leather. Lots of room, overall size, pretty much what you're used to with the GLE. The biggest difference is going to be when we get inside, you're going to see the new console, some of obviously the styling cues and the engine. I love this. We'll open this up here in a second. It's got a full, this is one curtain here, and it's all glass, and it's phenomenal. Love the carbon fiber trim. High-end audio. When we poke over here, you see the 2020 GLE350 format, of course, means that it's all-wheel drive. Right here you can see some of our standard features, including Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and the near-field charging and stuff like that, which is really cool. It's a 2-liter inline 4-cylinder. We're producing 255 horsepower. So a lot of goodies already coming with the car. You can see here we've got the night package, which gives us the black trim. Anyway, beautiful car. Let's jump in and look at the inside here, maybe take it around the block real quick. It's got a really nice feel to it. I had a chance to just drive it briefly from the detail department over to here, and I'll tell you what, already very impressed. We've only had this car, for a few hours, and so it's really fun to be able to finally see this. It's very much anticipated. Some of the controls are the same over here. Of course, each one of these buttons represent a different seat. And then I love the trim. Of course, everything's laser cut, so it all fits in there really nice. Love the new steering wheel. You can see that we've got our cruise control and everything here on the steering wheel. We got paddle shifting, and look at these the shifters and the blinkers and everything. They're a little different looking. They're a little thinner, but they feel really nice. Very ergonomic. The seats, we've got nice bolstering. We've got a push button start right here. Of course, this is high resolution displays here. Love this. So I've got my commands over here, and I can hit my home, and now these are like a capacitive sensor, so you just kind of rub pass your hand across them here, and then we can click on our desired option here, and then I can say, hey, let's what do we want to look at, and so we can trim things down to that one was a no thrills one. We can go with a progressive or a sport or different looks to the dashboard. Then of course we've got a new way to control things over here. We've got a nice touchpad here, and you can feel it click, and it actually has feedback here through your finger. And we can rest your hand here. It's very ergonomic, very nice to use. Dynamic select, where we can select the different ranges here of our shift points and things like that. Here we've got some feedback here of maybe what we want to see, manual modes, and then again some of the safety things, lean keeping assist and things like that. And this car has some of those active features in it. Anyway, really cool. Love this. It's got a nice modern but retro kind of feel to it. I really love it. I love all the gauges here, the switches here, where they're in a real linear fashion here. They've got nice feedback, they click nice, they feel really good. Even the vents and everything feel really nice, nice quality. Anyway, let's take it for a little spin around the block here. It's very quiet. Love the sound of it. It's just nice and solid as we drive it. Again, electromechanical steering. I do want to point this out if we get a chance. If I pull this back, it opens up and it's just fantastic. It just feels like you're you're just all outside, if you will. It's really, really nice. Again, we have a couple of different modes that we can switch here between individuals, a combination of these other modes. So you can see this has got an off-road mode as well. And Eco is going to give us our best fuel mileage. And so right now I'm just in standard Eco mode, and I can, the Eco mode, so comfort mode is going to be the standard. That's where when we turn the car off, it's always going to default back to comfort mode. Economy is going to allow us to get the best fuel mileage maybe on a road trip. So I can kind of go up there, I've got sport mode, and now it changes my settings and a few things and makes my RPMs go higher, my shift points shift higher, a little bit harder. But it makes my steering wheel a little stiffer. And then on the fly, I can just switch that back too and go to comfort. Again, that's a little bit less annoying, if you will, because in sport mode, it's going to be very aggressive. And if you're just doing a daily commute, you may not want it in sport mode. But again, it defaults to comfort, and it's very, very nice, and it's very responsive. The engine is really cool. I think, a lot of times people, I think when we're going down in engine size, they get a little bit worried. But as we saw in the E-Class and etc., when you're taking in a direct injection engine and you're turbocharging it, it becomes a very, it becomes fast. In a lot of cases, the engines have as much or more power than its predecessors in a larger displacement. And I'll tell you what, there's nothing lacking here as far as feeling the responsiveness of the engine. Now, of course, again, with Mercedes-Benz, we have multi-link suspension. It's all-wheel drive, of course, in the 4MATIC. And look at this. This is what I love. And you can drive any of our cars, and they turn around pretty much in their own length. And we're back in business. So there will be some other configurations. We'll do some videos on those. You'll have the 450, which is the new inline 6 with the EcoBoost and the not EcoBoost, but the EQ Boost and that big turbo. So we'll review that one too. That's similar to our E-Class in the coupes and the CLS with the 450 and the 53. Right now, you can see that our RPMs have dropped, and that we're in an Eco start-stop mode that saves fuel, and off we go. Beautiful car. Thanks for joining us today at Mercedes-Benz of Draper. Oh, and I have to add one more thing. I love these handles, and maybe we talked about it already, but the handles are back, and I love the handles. They used to be in the older cars, and it's just something to hang on to. It's got the ambient light tubes up through here and up through here, but I just love the feel of it. And anyway, you're gonna love this vehicle. We've got a couple of them down at the dealership right now. You can come down and test drive them and see what you think. I think it's gonna be a big hit. That's Steve with Mercedes-Benz of Draper.